Ladies and gentlemen, as you are aware, the Ministry of Interior advertised in the national dailies on the 5th of November 2025 about the ministry's plan to recruit into the internal security services, namely the Ghana Police, Ghana Immigration Service, Ghana National Fire Service, and the Ghana Prison Service with narcotics control. The advertisement indicated that application forms will be available on the 15th of November 2025, which is tomorrow. However, in the light of the unfortunate incident that occurred on Wednesday during the Armed Forces recruitment process, the Ministry of Interior, in consultation with the security chiefs, has decided to postpone the start date of the application from the 15th, which is tomorrow, Saturday, to Monday, November 17th, 2025, as a mark of respect to the bereaved families and those who were injured. Ladies and gentlemen, unemployment is a challenge that our country is facing, and the government is committed to addressing it through various initiatives, including recruitment into the security services. This recruitment exercise is a significant step towards creating job opportunity for our young people, and we believe it will go a long way in reducing unemployment in our country, and also as in line with the promise of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama in the 2024 election. By recruiting into the internal security services, we are not only creating jobs, but also equipping our young people with the skills and training necessary to contribute to the development of our nation. This will have a positive impact on the economy and help to improve the standard of living of our citizens. Ladies and gentlemen, our hope is to have a very seamless recruitment exercise. The following measures, among others, have been put in place to ensure that the process is smooth and safe before, during, and after. 1, the application process will begin on Monday, November 17, 2025. It will be published in the national dailies on the ministries and its agencies' website and on social media platforms. There are 2 major channels to purchase application voucher. Honorable Minister for Government Communication, the Ministry of Interior is working to make sure that everything that we do in that ministry move from paper to paperless. In line with that, at the comfort of your home, probably for the first time, you can start the process and finish with your mobile phone via the USSD dial code, which will be published hopefully by Sunday, because we don't want, for lack of better words, a rush. So we'll publish that on Sunday, just before the Monday. The details of the web address and the USSD shortcode details will be in publication, like I said, on Sunday. The system we are developing is robust, centralized e-recruitment portal, and an initiative implemented to ensure harmonization and standardization of the conduct of the recruitment across various agencies under the Ministry of Interior. This process will enable every applicant to monitor and follow through the process right from the beginning till you are admitted into the training school. So you can monitor the progress of your application. When you will be called for particular exercise, if it is screening, you know through your phone. You don't need to be told by another person because you've applied. When you are to apply, when you are to appear for medicals, you'll be told if you qualify to the next stage. When you are writing what test, all those things you can monitor from your phone. But we also acknowledge network is not same across our country. There may be some areas where genuinely network issues may be a challenge. And we do not want to disadvantage anybody. So because of that, we've opened another window where you can get the voucher through any Ghana Commercial Bank branch nationwide and Ghana Post branches across the country in areas where network is a problem. But if you are in an area where your network is good and you have your mobile money account or even the mobile money account of any person, you can easily do this seamlessly on your phone without necessarily having to walk even to your veranda. The application process will be seamless and online, utilizing the robust and secure platform designed to handle a large volume of applications efficiently. The online portal is very user-friendly and easy to navigate. Even those of us who struggle with IT, in fact, I could go through it easily. So I can imagine for the Gen Zs, that one will be a very smooth and easy exercise for them, allowing you to apply from the comfort of your home without any stress. The portal will be accessible on multiple devices, including smartphones, tablets, and computers. Multiple centers will be available for screening applicants. In fact, one of the challenges that we have tried to use to even revise our strategy is the incident that unfortunately happened. We are trying to say, for example, in Accra, where we expect to have very large numbers, we are looking at possibly using between 10 to 15 centers a day, so that we'll make sure that there's no overcrowding at all. The centers will be strategically located across the country to ensure accessibility and convenience for all applicants. Very importantly, this exercise is going to be regionally based, so everybody can do it from your region, and depending on the size of the numbers that we get, in each region we could have up to 3, 4, 5, 10, 15 centers happening on the same time, just to avoid a situation where there will be overcrowding. Several phone numbers will be provided on the portal for assistance. So operational 24/7. Whether you apply for Ghana Police Service or the Prison Service or Immigration or even Ghana Prison Service, there will be numbers that will be provided so that if you have difficulty, you can call, and it will be 24/7. Our dedicated team will be available to answer your question and provide support throughout the application process. The system will automatically allocate applicants to screening centers. So, for example, we have decided that every screening center should not screen more than 1,000 a day. And even the 1,000, you screen 500 in the morning and screen 500 in the afternoon. So if you are for afternoon and you decide to rush in the morning, that itself becomes basis for disqualification, because then you want to be a security person, but you don't want to comply with rules. So if you are scheduled for afternoon, say Legon Stadium for afternoon starts from 12, after 12 noon, and then you come there at 11:50, that becomes basis for us to disqualify you because you don't want to comply with the rules. So the system will automatically allocate. So if you apply from, say, Tamale, and Tamale has maybe 3 centers, say maybe Tamale Secondary School Park, the Aliu Mahama Sports Stadium, and probably, say, Ghana Secondary School Park, and you have to go there in the morning, it will show you, let's say you are in Tamale and you have these 3 centers, the system will automatically assign you to Tamale Secondary School or Aliu Mahama Sports Stadium or Ghana Secondary School Park automatically. And to also designate whether you are going in for the morning or you are going for afternoon. So we want applicants to pay serious attention to every information that they have so that they do not go and get themselves unnecessarily disqualified because they couldn't follow simple instructions. To avoid overcrowding and unforeseen situations, the screening exercise will be done in teams. The police service will complete its screening before another agency starts its screening, ensuring no congestion. So this is what we are going to do. So let's say the portal is going to open from 17th November to 15th December 2025. After the portal is closed, we'll set a date for screening. We will not want a situation where fire service is doing it at the same time with Ghana Immigration Service and police, so that the chaos. So what we'll simply do is that all across the country, same day, police will be doing it. They'll be doing the screening. And when they are done, then fire service may come on, then probably Ghana Prison Service, and then immigration. So we'll announce all that, and you will see that on your portal. And we know a lot of young men in our country may want an opportunity to say that, okay, my first option is to join Ghana Prison Service. What if I don't get? Maybe I may be able to qualify for Ghana Police or Ghana Immigration. So the options are there to enable our young people to be able to try their choice of maybe one or two or three as they may wish. Honorable Minister, let me emphasize that the recruitment process will be free and fair. The system will select qualified candidates based on merit. It is not true that selection have already begun, as some have claimed. I can tell you on my honor, and I can assure you that under the watch of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, this will not happen. Nothing has started. Nobody in this service today will call or anybody call to tell you that there's some other route that can be used to get to this recruitment. If you have those, we are going to create possible lines where you can make complaint, and even if you have recordings of people who call to claim to assist or have one way or the other by you paying some monies, if you give us, we'll be able to track them and be able to deal with perpetrators. We have broadened the scope, as many of you might have checked in our publication, where for graduates and professionals and even ordinary recruits, we've moved the age to 30. And for craftsmen, for the first time, probably, for a very long period of time, for the first time in many, many years, now we are focusing on craftsmen, where we are looking for electricians, we are looking for painters, we are looking for carpenters, we are looking for fitters, and what have you. And the qualification there, BEC, MVTI, City and Girls, and the others. So broaden the base, and the age is 35. So with this, we want to believe that if you are not qualified with all these criteria, then I'm sorry, I'm sure even God may not want to help you. So there will be nothing like, oh, just don't apply. There's a route that we can get to the minister or this thing. I have been cautioned seriously by His Excellency the President, and I will not want, because of somebody, I should suffer the fate of getting to be accused of doing the wrong thing. So please, the only way you can get through is through applying and going through the process. That is an assurance coming from His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And we want the young people of our country to take this very seriously and don't rely on anybody assuring you that he can get you through any other means rather than applying through the process. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to reassure the public that we are committed to transparency and accountability throughout the recruitment process. We will ensure that all applicants are treated with dignity and respect, and that the process is conducted in a fair and impartial manner. To our young people, I say that this is an opportunity to serve your country and make a difference in the life of others. We encourage all eligible Ghanaians to take advantage of this opportunity and join the internal security services. We are looking for talented, dedicated, and patriotic individuals who are committed to serving their country. If you are qualified and interested, please apply. This is a great opportunity to join a noble profession and contribute to the development of our nation. We are looking for you, and we believe that you have what it takes to make a difference. In conclusion, I want to thank the security agencies for their cooperation and support as we begin the recruitment process. I also want to thank the public for their understanding and cooperation. We are committed to making this recruitment exercise a success, and we look forward to welcoming all our new recruits into the internal security service of our country. I thank you so much, and may God continue to bless our homeland, Ghana. Thank you very much.
All right. Okay. So, please be seated. So we'll move straight away into a question and answer session. So if you have any question for the minister in respect of the presentation he just made, please step forward, take the microphone and ask your question. So please come forward if you have any question for him. Yes. So the minister will moderate the session himself. Yeah. Thank you.
Right, Minister, my name is Lord Idwasari. I'm a reporter with Media General. You spoke about the assessments of the applicants and all that. Now, in July this year, the late former Interior Minister indicated that the security services can no longer rely on body selection to, as it were, assess and do the recruitment, and then added that there will be the introduction of a different assessment module. I'd like to know when this will be implemented and why the body selection is one of the phases that will have to be done for the recruitment process.
Well, I didn't get your. You clarify there.
Yes. Okay. Then that's, I'll follow on what the minister just said. I'd like to find out if, it's a general thing that as far as the defense sector and interior sectors are concerned, is a module that is done as part of the recruitment process. Now, the late Dr. Edward Omaniboma indicated that that can no longer be relied upon as part of the processes for recruitment. It's something they're going to take up as well.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Thank you for the presentation, and we hope that this is seamless and then we have a fair process that everyone can get to apply. But also, Honorable Minister also doubles as Minister for National Security. There's a news publication out there that the unfortunate situation that happened at the Elwak Sports Stadium, some top security personnel, especially at the Army, have been asked to step aside so that investigation goes into the process. As Minister for National Security, I don't know if you are aware of this and if you can brief us on any information on that. All right. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Belinda Anankwanza from Wezo TV. And you mentioned that all security services will have their screening on this, together on the same day. I want to know that with 1,000, that 500 in the morning and 500 in the afternoon, would it be across all security service or be a particular security service, like maybe the police 500 would have in the morning, police 500 would have in the afternoon, sorry. Yeah. And lastly, I think that's that.
Good afternoon, Honorable Minister. My name is Nana Poku from Daily Searchlight Newspaper. I have two questions for you. One, you have indicated that nobody can pass through any source or anybody to get into the recruitment exercise. Hitherto, you have been hearing of protocol arrangement, and in fact, it's the politicians, let me put it that way, who have instituted that kind of protocol arrangements. So are you saying that you are going to abolish protocol arrangement forthwith? My second question, most people are saying that recruitment to the security services have not been the best that we have known, because those days, people's background will be properly examined and checked. But today you see people, they go into it, and now you hear AK-7 flying somewhere into the arms of armed robbers, galamseyers and things like that. Have you checked on that? And are you going to check on that and make sure that people who are recruited are properly checked and examined to find out that, in fact, they deserve where they want to be?
Okay, thank you so much. Maybe I'll start from the very bottom. Well, I can assure you that we are going to take the process very, very seriously. I've told all my lieutenants, and we are combat ready. We will take everyone who has to go for training. You can be rest assured we will have gone through all the vigorous stages. Very, very vigorous stages. And maybe, I don't know whether this is a right forum to say it, including drug tests. We'll make sure that we'll check whether you are a drug addict, so that we'll make sure that we do the right thing. And I want to assure you that under the leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, we will do everything humanly possible to make sure that this process, the right people get into the training. Take that from us, and I can assure you that we'll do everything to ensure that. The lady was asking whether the recruitment is going to be for the services, all of them the same day. I thought I had said that even earlier. Because of the sheer numbers, we don't want a situation where Ghana Prison Service is having it the same day with Ghana, say, National Fire Service. Currently, the people have not applied, so we don't know the numbers. But it may be possible, for example, let's say in maybe Northeast, let me give use that as an example, or say OT region. The total applicants from the region for Ghana Police, maybe it's 3,000. The Ghana Prison Service, 500. And Ghana Immigration Service, maybe 300. And then maybe the others, 200. When you put all together, you have just about 4,000. So with that, you may have that some of the days, a number of the services will be doing the same. The only thing we want to avoid is that we will not want any center to more than 1,000 a day. And we will not want a session like from morning, say, if they are starting at 7 to about 12, to claim that they can do more than 500. Yes, there may be situations where, depending on the facility. Let me give an example. If you take our stadia, and then maybe a typical one that is closer to us, the Ohinejan or Accra Sports Stadium, that has several entrances. The security personnel are many. They could say that, look, we have 40 gates. Can we make sure that from this number to that number, you come through this gate and you go to a particular table for the screening? Meaning that with the kind of Accra Sports Stadium, 500 people could be screened in 2 hours. Even with that, I'm insisting that with them, let's not do more than 500 a day, so that we avoid, because it's not sometimes not the inside the outside. So we are trying to make sure that no center will try, no matter what they will put, measures they will put in place, to pretend that they can do more than 1,000 a day. No. We rather prefer to use 10 days in doing a particular screening than to say that you want to finish it in 2 days and therefore try to create a problem. We don't want to do that. We restrict ourselves. We've told ourselves we may not know the numbers that may be coming, but let's say we all always know that anytime there's recruitment, the police usually get huge. So let's say police in Accra alone gets, say, 30,000. And they have to do 1,000 at a center. We would rather prefer to look for more centers, to say that maybe instead of our target of trying to get 15 centers, can we get 20 centers so that we are sure that they are able to do 20,000 in a day? Rather than to say that, oh, this center is big, so because the center is big, can 3,000 people go there? No. We are restricting ourselves to 1,000 a day, 500 per section, so that it will be seamless, so that it will be easier for our young people to go there with that stress. And I've also asked, and I'm even been told that the police in the past used to do that. Say, look, let's treat our citizens with decency and dignity. So we intend to provide canopies, we intend to provide chairs, so that people who come for the screening will not just come and be standing in the scorching sun, but we'll try and make sure that there are seats where they can sit. And we are even talking, because today, graciously, the Ghana Prison Service has partnered a private person, they are producing water. And we are saying that let's get water and maybe chill it and give it to even our compatriots. So we are trying to learn from our own mistakes and the mistakes of others to make sure that this exercise is seamless. And the last one has to do with whether we want to learn anything from the previous statement of the minister. Fine, I can't authenticate that. But the difficulty that I have is that, is there any other way you can do body selection or check people's body system apart from doing body selection? If there is, why not? We'll exploit it. If there's any other way that you can check the physique, because sometimes large cars create problem. There are a number of ailments that sometimes through the just even body selection you'll be able to detect and all that. We'll discuss that, and if there's need for us to devise some other method to do it, we'll do it. But for now, there'll be body selection. Thank you so much.